Well, hello there. I'm back out in the woodland. I've not been out in the woodland for what feels like absolutely weeks. In fact, I've not been out with a camera for probably about a month. So it's really good to get back out. And I've come to my local woodland this morning with Steve. And we've got a beautiful, frosty, slightly misty morning. The fog might develop, hopefully. And we've come to an area of this woodland that I come to quite often because it's got some quite characterful trees. And I've just framed up an image of this oak tree, quite a gnarly looking one, on the left hand side here. It's quite nice. Placing that on the left hand third, and then there's a sort of another oak tree here on the right hand side which is really quite straight. I love that contrast between the sort of the gnarliness of the one on the left hand side and the straight one on the right hand side. As always, just being careful with the camera placement, just making sure that there's no trees or branches intersecting where it looks a bit uncomfortable. So it looks okay. So yeah, I'm going to put this on screen, but I just wanted to also explain something I bought with me this morning, which K&F have kindly sent me, which is a black mist filter. So this shot here, I've taken two shots. I've taken one without the black mist filter on it and one with the black mist filter on it. I'll put both on screen so you can see the difference before I do the edit. But basically the black mist filter, from what I understand, adds a bit of an ethereal look to the images. So it basically reduces some of the contrast in the scene, which is something I normally do in post anyway with my woodland scenes. You know, lifting the blacks and dropping the shadows and just sort of flattening out the scene, because I quite like that sort of painterly look. So I'm wondering with this filter if I can emulate that effect actually in field rather than actually doing it in post. So yeah, interested to see how this works out. The filter itself is a magnetic filter, and it just clips onto the front of my filter housing here. And yeah, it's really simple to use. It's predominantly, I think, aimed at really sort of videography, you know, just especially things like weddings and stuff, just giving that nice soft ethereal look. But there's no reason, I don't think, why I can't use it in the woodlands. So let me put both of those on screen now, both the unedited versions, and I'll talk you through what I think of the actual filter. And then what I'll do is I'll put the edited photo on screen.
Before I show you the edited image, I wanted to take a quick look at the images in Lightroom and do a bit of a comparison against the image taken without the black mist filter and the image taken with the black mist filter. So on the left hand side here, you have the image that was taken without, and on the right hand side here, you have the image that was taken with. At this sort of zoom level, there's not a significant difference between the images. Maybe a bit less contrast here on the right hand side where the black mist filter was used. But it's when you zoom in, you really notice there's quite a significant difference to the image. Starting off by looking at the highlights here where the sun was rising. On the left hand side here, you can see the highlights were quite well controlled. But on the right hand side here where the filter was used, it's added a bit of a sort of softening and sort of bloom effect to these highlights, which to me really looks quite appealing. Now, if I move over to the right hand side here ever so slightly and look at the main oak tree that I was photographing, if you look on the left hand side here where the filter wasn't used, you notice that the shadows are really quite contrasty. Whereas if you look at the image here on the right hand side, you notice that the contrast has been taken out of the image, creating a soft, ethereal looking image. Now, as I mentioned, I do like a bit of an ethereal look to my woodland images, and I normally achieve that by raising the blacks of the images and softening the highlights. So by having this filter, it actually removes some of the work that I need to do in post to achieve that look. I don't necessarily think I would use this filter on every woodland image, but it's something that will stay in my camera bag moving forward because I really like the effect that it gives. But what I would do as a bit of an insurance policy is I'll take two images like I have here, one with and one without the filter, and choose which one I prefer when I get back in post. So anyway, here's the edited image.
Oh, it's so good to be back out. I absolutely love this, especially these sort of conditions. We have got the lightest mist, and to make the most of that, I've put the super telephoto lens on. I'm only at about 100mm, but a tree I photographed last year, I've come to pretty much the same spot where I shot that tree. But because there's no leaves on it now, it's revealed something else, an addition to the scene that really works. And it's basically the tree I was just shooting a moment ago. So this one on the left hand side, you've got this beautiful oak tree, some lovely character to it, and some really nice soft light on it at the moment, with these branches reaching across this There's again another straight oak tree on the right hand side, but the tree I was photographing a moment ago is right in the background. It's sort of emulating the shape of the tree on the left hand side here. I'm going to go for a 4x5 crop on this, taking off some of the sides because it's a bit messy on this right hand side, and maybe just crop off a little bit on the left hand side as well, because there's a holly bush and I really don't like holly bushes. But yeah, I really like this. I've used again the Black Mist filter, and it really has added that nice touch of softness. It's very subtle, but it's just added that touch of softness to the scene. This looks beautiful on the back of the camera. Yeah, I can't wait to get home and edit this one. Let me pop that on screen for you now. Let me know what you think in the comments. What a morning. So good to be back out. So we've walked to the other side of the woodland now, and doing something I've never done before, believe it or not. So I absolutely love woodland photography, as you probably know from watching the channel, but I've never been one for shooting these pine forests, and I've never actually framed a shot up like this. So today is a day of firsts, and I have framed up an image here. I'm in portrait orientation, and I'm at about 250mm. Again, using the Black Mist filter just to soften things. And we've got some beautiful light rays coming through this mist here, and by being in portrait orientation, I've basically bookend each side of that portrait, so darkening down each side, but then right in the distance there, I think is a silver birch. That's kind of the sort of main focal point in the image. I'm focused on that, and letting the trees that are coming close to me go out of focus, not an issue. But really quite nice. There's some golden light coming through. I'm just going to quickly reshoot that because the light's just improved a little bit. Wow, this is beautiful. Like I say, never shot these sort of woodland scenes before. Steve's a bit of a specialist in these, to be honest with you. But it's really quite nice, and you've got some as well, some branches coming over the top, just really arching over that silver birch in the background there. But the light at the moment is just beautiful, really nice. So let me pop that on screen for you now. I'm going to hang around this bit of the woodland for a while because the light rays we're getting through, coming through this mist, as I say, are beautiful. So anyway, let's put this one on screen. Really enjoying this. So I'll just frame up another shot. Not sure if it works. It's not really my normal typical scene, as I say. But we've got some beautiful shaftage coming in from the top right hand side here, kind of illuminating this pine tree in the background there, right in the centre of the scene. Again, bookending each side of that with these pines on the right hand side, which really bring the eye in, if you like, to that shaftage and the tree there in the background. And then you've got some lovely light on the ground as well. With this mist, it just looks beautiful. So again, letting these ones on the side go out of focus, no issue. It's really all about that tree in the middle there. Really like it. I think what I might opt to do, probably go 4x5 crop, just take some of the top off there. But yeah, I'm going to pop this on screen. Oh, this is beautiful. So another shot in the bag, and yeah, Steve pointed this one out to me. So you've got obviously these pine trees. Again, I'm in portrait orientation. I've come back out now to just over 100mm, and yeah, framed up a lovely scene here of the shadow of these pine trees with the sun, and obviously the mist there as well in the background, just leading you through. But there's a pine tree here which is a little bit different. It's got a slight little kink to it. So I've been very careful to make that really kind of the main subject of the scene. And the way I've done that is just by moving left and right ever so slightly, just to give it enough separation. And I've got it just about right. Just adds a little extra element with that little kink in the tree. Again, this Black Mist filter is fantastic. It's adding a bit of a bloom effect, if you like, to the highlights, which with this mist that we've got this morning, really looks quite nice. I've looked at it with and without, and if I take it off, yeah, it just doesn't look as ethereal as it does with it on. Really adds a nice effect to the scene, a bit like an Alton effect, to be honest with you. So yeah, quite a handy little filter. Just to let you know, if you are interested in purchasing one of these Black Mist filters, I've got a link in the description below, and you can get 10% off if you use the offer code MHPH. So yeah, go and check that out. If you're a woodland photographer, I think it's a bit of a game changer filter, to be honest with you, and it'll be coming with me on all of my woodland trips moving forward, to be honest with you, because I really like the effect it's adding. Yeah, really interested to see what it looks like in post. That's my favourite image of the morning so far. Wow. Okay, so I've got this tree here. I think it might be an ash tree, I'm not sure, but it's still got some of its leaves on, just a few, but are being lit up beautifully by the sun coming through, and it's got some lovely shape to it, sort of just branching out, set amongst these pines. So you've got that contrast between obviously the straightness of the pines and this tree, this lone tree, for want of a better term, in amongst all of them, and obviously the light and the mist coming through. It looks beautiful, and what really also adds to the scene as well, on each side of the frame there are these pines, but they're kind of leading out in a bit of a V shape, but because of the light we've got at the moment, it just leads out beautifully. It looks really quite symmetrical. I really do quite like it, and it all just leads in to this central tree here with that beautiful shape and character. Oh, I really like this. Not been out in the woodlands for a long time, but sometimes when you get mornings like this, it just really reinvigorates your photography. Oh, I'm so glad I got out this morning. Yeah. Let me put this on screen for you. Myself and Steve are just walking down this path here, and had to grab another shot. Really quite like this with these oak trees, and we had this mist coming through, and obviously being lit up by the sun, some lovely rays. The problem is the mist didn't last very long, so it's a perfectly calm morning. So I thought, well, let's introduce the fog machine. So I got in amongst the trees there. About killed myself in the process. About killed Steve just. But yeah, about killed myself in the process, but just added a bit more mist to it. Just stood to the right of the scene because there is a really slight breeze just brushing across here. So just vaped and vaped and vaped and vaped and just waited for it to settle a little bit more. And yeah, I think it turned out quite nice, to be honest with you. But the separation with the trees is really nice, and you've got this path leading through. Not normally one for paths leading through forests. It's not really my scene, but I don't know, just works in this particular shot. So yeah, let me pop that on screen for you now. Right, so almost back at the car now, and I think I'm going to end it. But it was so great to get out this morning with Steve. Yeah, I've been stuck in a bit of a rut recently with my photography. I went out, I'll say, about a month ago, and it was just one of those mornings when nothing really came together. So it was good to come out this morning and get what I think should be some really nice images. So yeah, I think we're going to end it. Anyway, just want to say thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider hitting the like button. And if you've really enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button. And also, just to remind you, if you are interested in the K&F concept, Black Mist filter, I have a 10% discount code, MHPH, and the link is in the description below. Go and check it out. But yeah, my initial impressions from using it this morning, as I said earlier, I think it's going to stay in my camera bag for these woodland trips. So anyway, thank you for watching. See you soon.